of the Holy Ghost, Christian in the womb of our age. That's where He is ordained. We should give much usually the 20th of March, which is the date of our redemption. Everything concurs on that day. It is the equinox of spring, when the light of the sun grows at its fastest. It's a day which is full of significance. Now it's a historical day because it's a day that Father is in charge of the next day, because he's taken master. And it's a day which is totally significant. It's on that day myself. I don't know if I've heard the others, but it's on that day that I gave a vow of chastity. I remember that day as the most beautiful day of my life. It felt like being married. Because the Catholic notion of chastity is marriage. Of course. It's a marriage of a soul with God. Because we excluded the other marriage. And so it's on that day that day is the happiest day of my life. And I never thought before, I never thought even days ago that everything would concur again on that very beautiful day, where I would say the Master Chalice of my ordination. I never thought I would head back to India so soon. I thought, the culture now is transferring me away from India. I'm not going to see India anytime soon. That's why I would not answer the letters of this is my current knowledge to write me over again. And not to give her hope of my return, because I never thought I was going back to India so soon. Last year we were in April, I was just carrying on with my duties in the Official years. The crisis started for us in May when we read this Order of March. That's the day in which the crisis started for me. When I realized that I was going to be thrown out. But in April, less than a year ago, I was suspecting nothing. But things eventually turned out much better than I expected. And so we are now in a point where we are getting past the number of 50 priests. We had 6 more priests last month. If it goes on like that, we're going to end up with 100 priests of resistance. If Ariel joins, for instance, that's a whole bag of priests. So if it goes on like that, we end up with the absolute guarantee that our movement is going to win. Not only it's going to survive, but it is going to win. It's going to sweep the board. Leaving behind, of course, the liberal elements by the grace of God. But it will sweep the board. Once we are 100 priests, we win the day. We are incredible. Now we are in a position of survival, yes. And that whole victory is typical of our Blessed Virgin Mary. She doesn't want to win otherwise than with our consent, with our hearts collaborating with our love. That's the way she operates. She operates her victory by triumph over the individual wills of every people whom she loves. And the combination of the fiat of so many individual wills is attributed to her heart. It's a triumph of her heart over each and every single one of our hearts. And the sum total of these fiats is what is called the triumph of the Immaculate Heart of Mary in this 21st century. So more hearts are getting illuminated, are set ablaze by this love of Our Lady. This love of Our Lady which the angel admires, to such an extent that Our Lady wonders what type of greeting is that? That the angel greets me that way. Because she is a Judith. That is the charms, unassuming charms of a woman of extraordinary beauty, certainly, and the charms of a creative shines. Her beauty is divine. There is something uncreated in the beauty of the Blessed Virgin Mary. As Thomas says, there is somewhat magnificence in her. Just like with Judith, her beauty is of God. She was a beautiful lady, but God, in order so that Judith may execute her mission more properly, God adds to her beauty the charms of the divine grace. And so when the angel sees Our Lady, he wonders. He wonders at the power of this God in this little woman. First thing he recognizes in her is the divine power which we call grace, the divine action. That is, in her, he is surprised to see more divine action than what he sees with the beatific vision which he enjoys. He sees God face to face. But when he's more impressed to see Mary than to see the vision of God. There is more divine action. The grace of his enjoying God face to face is much lesser than the grace that he witnesses in the Blessed Virgin Mary. That's why he salutes her and he calls her full of grace. And this grace is this union that she has, that she enjoys already before even conceiving our Lord. The plenitude of grace that she has. She's a perfect